Hello everyone, welcome to Glowing Stars Bharat.
Hello everyone, I'm Abhishek from Glowing Stars Bharat. Today we are going to take up a topic, effective learning strategy on chemistry. So let's begin the topic. Dear friends, at present many teaching skills are considered as teaching strategies successfully applied to many subjects. Chemistry is the natural science associated with substances and their metabolism and their applications. The formation of chemical concept as well as the classification of chemical substances and reaction is a fundamental features of chemical research and teaching. Access to this knowledge at each level of the student is different, requiring teachers to have effective and basic teaching skills that can promote the students' competency in studying chemistry. So friends, topic is the most important for all. So dear friends, in the past, many chemical educators choose a traditional lecturing style as it allowed for maximum content coverage and it was the mode with which they were most familiar. In recent years, the effectiveness of the traditional unbroken lecture method has come under the scrutiny of science educators for its inability to reach students with a wide range of abilities and learning styles, and the passive atmosphere it creates in a classroom. When an instructor chooses to use an alternative pedagogy, there is an often concern about whether portion of this course content area is sacrificed. This is a common concern, though it is our impression that many faculty involved in curriculum reform feel that the benefits reform feel provided by alternative instruction, for example, active learning method, outweigh the loss of course content, and we support this view. So, dear friends, some of the strategies we have used are as effective as the design and construction of types of exercise for teaching chemistry. First, we introduce chemistry teachers should first decide on the conceptual learning goals for their students. A student should learn the concept, principles, and ideas in chemistry to develop an understanding of the material world around them while learning to think critically. And building on curriculum and making connection to what a student already know will encourage student participation and understanding. And next, preparing effective lesson format discourage teaching is telling. The future chemistry teachers are trained to make educational process more efficient and intensive with maximum engagement of intellectual power of pupils. And students need to develop learning strategies in chemistry soon enough in order to be able to challenge more demanding concepts in chemistry as they progress along the educational vertical from elementary to secondary school and university. And different strategies can be applied to chemistry teaching with the aim of encouraging a student to learn chemistry at the macro, sub-macro and symbolic levels. So effective learning strategy. Every strategy has a different impact on developing the students. Learning strategy. Innovative learning strategy could be used by teachers at all levels of chemistry education to enhance the student motivation to learn chemistry. So dear friends, first discuss what are the effective learning strategies used in your classroom when you teach or learn. And next, do you tell the objective of your lesson and why? To this, dear friends, start from learning objectives. Learning objectives are important in all aspects of the teaching and learning process and are concrete statement of the goals toward which instruction is directed, and also guide in the selection of materials and procedures to be employed in the actual teaching process. They provided standard as well as criteria for evaluating the quality and efficiency of teaching and learning activities. Using different types of teaching method, active learning method. First is lecture presentation method. Dear friends, primary didactic instructional presentation of information which is usually to a large group and often with the use of audio visual aids to transmit information. So, advantage of lecture presentation method: clarifying existing information to a large group in a short period of time, and for covering underlying concepts, principles, and systems, may stimulate learner interest in future study. Large group discussion means this method implies the art of seeking, looking for, trying to get information, and stimulating thinking and elaborating at all levels of human reasoning to achieve a given objective. Advantages of this method: increase learner involvement, provides both learner and teachers immediate feedback, guiding learners to higher levels of thinking and inquiry, helps students identify and build on pre-existing knowledge. Next is demonstration. So dear friends, demonstration performs an activity so that learners can observe how it is done in order to help prepare learner to transfer theory to practical application. Advantages of demonstration: helps people who learn well by modeling, promotes self-confidence, provides opportunity for targeted question and answer focused on specific details rather than general theories. And next is brainstorming. Dear friends, a process for generating multiple ideas, option in which judgment is suspended until a maximum number of ideas has been generated, solution identified, and a plan of action developed, is brainstorming method. Advantages of this method: actively involve learner in higher level of thinking and promotes peer learning and creates synergy, promotes critical thinking. And next is case-based small group discussion. This method, small group of 5 to 10, address case-based tasks, exchanging point of view while working through a problem-solving process. The problem comes first and learners work through the problems through progressive disclosure by making hypotheses, exploring mechanism, developing and researching learning issues, and applying new information to the case. Advantages of this method: stimulate thinking, creativity, inquiry, and consciousness, helps growth reach consciousness, actively involve learner in higher level of thinking, promotes critical thinking, promotes peer learning, and creates synergy working together. And next is using problem solving as a teaching strategy. Dear friends, it helps students to realize that the knowledge they have already gained can be applied to a new situations, and that this process can lead them to gain new knowledge. The result of the problem solving are shared among all students. Advantages of this strategy: developing meaningful solution to problem leads to greater student understanding, and also engages student actively in learning, and helps to make student responsible for sharing and directing their own learning. And also next method is use models. Dear friends, the models are more than communication tools. They provide means for exploring, describing, and explaining scientific and mathematical ideas. They help to make science, chemistry relevant and interesting and worth learning. Teachers should model their own thinking to help students See how experts think through a problem. How learners interpret these models depend on the learner's prior experience, knowledge, language skills, and thinking strategy. Model can also act the adds to memory, explanatory tools, and learning device. And next is the chemical model can be generated and separated into specific model, educational models, student express models. With scientific model as a background, educators drive simpler models for educational purpose or educational model. Students on express model in the study used for gaining insight into students growing respiratory of model. And next is use ICT. Dear friends, cognitive psychologists assume that the understanding of chemistry includes the ability to think on three levels: the macroscopic level, the symbolic level, and the level of particles. Students have the most difficulty in understanding the sub-microscopic level, the level of particles, because it reaches beyond their experience. In these cases, the interactive multimedia can be used as an effective tool. Some experiments are too dangerous or impractical to be included in the hands-on laboratory curriculum. Such experiment and demonstration may be viewed in classroom capable of displaying video and thematic reactions. And next is use assessment and evaluation process. So dear friends, during the lesson, effective questioning techniques help students develop their critical thinking skills as well as their ability to solve problems. Teacher must first answer a very important question. Do you want to know how well your students are learning? The question should help students make connection to other learning. In chemistry, well-planned lessons include effective questions, student interaction with new ideas, and student reflection, all focused on the conceptual learning goal. Next, laboratory work. Chemistry is a laboratory science and cannot be effectively learned without robust laboratory experience. The chemistry laboratory represents a wonderful opportunity for making the connection between the unseen microscopic world and the observable microscopic world in which we live. Other initial methods we use indicating the research area, relating the subject matter with the other subject and everyday activity, giving awareness about the subject matter. And dear friends, for effective learning, the classroom should contain multiple spaces that are provided for long-term multidisciplinary projects, individual and small group learning, inquiry lessons, project-based learning, and problem solving. And flexibility in the arrangement of space. The laboratory, the chemistry classroom often serves as a laboratory. The laboratory should be arranged so that instruction and lab skills may be practiced safely and effectively. Each laboratory should contain a fully occupied teacher stations suitable for demonstration and lab work. Student work stations should be arranged throughout the remaining work area. Association recommended a maximum of 24 students per classroom based on 60 square feet per student. Association means NSTA Association recommended a maximum of 24 students per classroom based on 60 square feet students. Prep room or chemical storage closest. The teacher preparation room should be convenient and preferably adjacent to the classroom or lab. This facility can be shared between two classrooms. Next is professional preparations and responsibility. Teachers of science are expected to be well qualified in their field. First, equity means treat equally. Chemistry teaches to grow towards the vision of equity, being aware of the research on best practices aimed at teaching and reaching all students. transforming and adapting instructional practice to promote student learning, serving as equity role models in their classroom and the larger community, recognizing the teaching to their student strengths and providing a learning environment focused on trust and fairness. Ethics. Chemistry teachers work as both professional teachers and as a science professional. In addition to adopting an ethical practices, as science professional, chemistry teachers are also responsible for adhering to the ethical conduct within the scope of their practices in the classroom. And professional development. Teaching is complex and intellectually challenging profession. Profession development should encompass disciplinary content knowledge, pedagogical content knowledge, and how students understand content knowledge. Other characteristics of effective professional development of chemistry teacher includes active learning opportunity for teachers, opportunity to develop skills and knowledge, use it in practices, reflect and share. Deep understanding of focus area, collaborating learning, learning opportunity derived from both research and practices. Systematic initiative for school and education reform and support for teachers in leadership roles. And lastly, for effective learning strategy in chemistry, first, prepare a good lesson which contain objective of the lesson, active learning method, laboratory work, assessment technique, models, and always the teacher be professionally prepared and be responsible. And third is, always give awareness to students about the subject and relate with everyday activities. So dear friends, studying chemistry can be difficult, but you can make it easier using simple strategy for dealing with the concept and problem. Becoming skilled in using this strategy will be your key to success in teaching chemistry. Using this strategy in appropriate content in chemical program at all level will enhance teaching effectiveness in all aspects. So dear friends, I hope that you have understand effective learning strategy on chemistry. If you like this video, please subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.